Hi guys, Coach RJ here and welcome to our new episode, RJ's Math and Science Workshop, where we learn as one and we learn with fun. So, kumusta kayo lahat dyan? Hopefully, magandang araw ninyo ngayon at we are now up to our new episode of Integral Calculus Sessions. So, stay tuned and have a great day. So to continue our lessons in the past videos in Integral Calculus class, we will still continue about the fundamental rules of integration, but this time we will do level ups. Okay, so level ups tayo guys. Since we have talked about exponential functions, then we have also talked about yielding logarithmic functions, then we have also talked about trigonometric functions. Now, we will discuss all about integrals yielding inverse trigonometric functions. So, what are these functions? These are the functions na in which, di ba when we talk about inverse functions, di ba yung x tsaka y baliktad? So, in the case of trigonometric functions, our x there is the angle and our y there is the result. So, ngayon, dito sa ating inverse trigonometric functions, our x now is the result and our y is our angle. So for now, we will introduce to you three basic rules. Diba last stop tayo sa 17. So now we will continue adding 3. So overall 20 rules na po ang ating na-introduce. So for this case, bakit tatlo lang? Because when we deal about cosine, cosecant and cotangent na inverse trigonometric, they have meron kasi silang ibang notation in which malalaman natin siya sa methods of integration. So again, we always use u as our differentiable function of x, then we add another variable a that will serve as our constant, so that we will know our rules, para hindi tayo mahirapan. Bakit magtaka tayo, baka merong bagong rules dito, okay? So, the integration of du all over the square root of a squared minus u squared is equal to arc sine. When we say arc sine, that's still inverse sine, okay? Arc sine is inverse sine. Parehas lang yan. U over a plus c, okay? For the second rule, we have the integration of the du all over a squared plus u squared. Then it is equal to 1 over a arc tangent or inverse tangent u over a plus c. So take note of this one. This is important. This is the common mistake of the students when we are dealing with these cases. Nakakalimutan nila yung 1 over a, which is really important. Okay? Or you can have this one, kasi pareha lang yan. Then we have the third and final rule for this topic, in which the integration of du all over u squared of u squared minus a squared is equal to inverse secant u over a times 1 over a plus c. Okay, nakalimutan ko. Okay, so this is our rules for our integrals yielding inverse trigonometric functions. So stay lang kayo dyan. We will introduce examples. So let us start with our examples. Okay, we will start mga 5 examples tayo ngayon guys. Okay, so for the first example, the integration of dx all over 4x squared plus 9. So as you can see, mas madali lang talaga to na example, okay? Kasi wala pang square root, wala pang transcendentals. So, it is easy to identify ano yung ating values, okay? So, to start solving, we will identify first our values that are introduced earlier, in which what is our u and what is our a. So, practically, to solve this one, we will always use u substitution. So, let u is equal to 2x. Bakit 2x? Because we can transform this equation or this expression into dx all over quantity 2x squared plus quantity 3 squared. Bakit natin kailangan gawin ganito? Because As I've stated earlier, we need to identify the values of u and a. So in this case, our a is 3. And take note of this value kasi magagamit siya later on. So, for our differential, we will get du is equal to dx. And since dx lang yung value natin dito, we will transpose the other side, then we will get this value. 1/2 du is equal to dx. Then we can plug in our values. The integration of 1/2 du all over u squared plus a squared. And you notice, kung plus na kaagad dito, we will use inverse tangent. Then, labas muna natin yung ating constant. So, 1/2 the integration of du all over u squared plus a squared. And then, we get our value 1/2 times 1 over a because of the rule. Arctangent u over a plus c. And remember, we can plug in na the values. And if we substitute 3 here, we will multiply it by 2. So 1 over 2 times 3 na. So this becomes 1/6. Arctangent 2x over 3 plus c. So this is our final answer. Never forget the plus c guys ha, because we are integrating. Nasabi ko na po yan in the past video. Okay? So if you have questions guys, you can freely comment there. And don't ever forget to subscribe my channel and share it to your friends, especially those who are taking up their sessions in integral calculus or preparing for their final exams, okay? So, let's proceed to our second example. Dito tayo sa transcendental na part para meron konting challenge, okay? For the second example, we have the integration of e raised to x dx all over the square root of 1 minus e raised to 2x. Diba? Meron ng exponential or natural exponential function. So, what are we going to do with this case? Again, use substitution. So, let u is equal to e raised to x. Then, differential is du is equal to e raised to x dx pa rin. And our a is 1. So, we will transform na our expression. So, the integration of e raised to x dx all over the square root of quantity 1 squared minus quantity e raised to x squared. And we can plug in our values. So, this becomes du all over the square root of a squared minus u squared. And this expression is inverse sine. So, our integration for this case is arc sine u over a, so e raised to x na lang po, plus c. Okay? So, ganyan lang po kasimple. Arc sine e raised to x yung ating answer. So, for the third example, merong cases that we will involve such trinomials in denominator. So, how are we going to deal with this one? So, the integration of dx all over x squared plus 6x plus 10. So, nasabi ko na po na trinomial. What if trinomial yung ating denominator? So, what is the case for this one? If we recall our algebra, we can do transformation of our trinomial, such as in the form of the vertex form of the quadratic equation, as you remember that one, or the quadratic function. Diba? Meron tayong ganyan na form when we deal about quadratic functions. So, we can use that one by completing the square. Bakit natin siya kailangan gawin? Because it is easy to identify u and a pag nandun na form. Okay? So, with this case, is equal to dx, the integration of dx all over. If we perform completing the square, we need to make this expression perfect square trinomial. Okay? So, for this case, x squared plus 6x plus 9. If we add 9 here, we will also subtract 9 to maintain the equality. Parang walang nangyari kasi kung lalagay natin yung 9, merong pagbabago sa ating function. And it is necessary guys na to manipulate this equation again to simplify the solving or to less complication. Okay? So, x squared plus 6x plus 9 plus 10 minus 9. So, kasi 9 minus 9 is 0 pa rin. So, parang walang nangyari. So, for this case, we can shorten this one into square of binomial. So, ipagitna ko na itong dx para proper siya. Then, we have dx all over x plus 3 squared or quantity x plus 3 squared. And we simplify this one. 10 minus 9 is 1. So, ito na po yung shortened na value. So, mas madali siya, di ba, ma-identify yung u and a. So, our u here is x plus 3. Its differential is dx. And our a is 1. So, we can plug in the values. Integration of du all over u squared plus a squared. Then, our answer for this one is arctangent x plus 3 plus c. Bakit wala na yung 1 over a? Because yung a natin is 1. So, ganun lang. Okay. So, if you have questions, guys, do not hesitate to comment there and you can PM me if you want. Okay. So, let's have another example. So, how about this one? Another transcendental form para nasanay tayo. How about the integration of dz all over the square root of 9 e raised to 2z minus 1? Okay. Sorry, negative 2z. Again, the integration of dz all over the square root of 9e raised to negative 2z plus 1. Minus 1. So, parang merong unusual dito So, paano natin siya gagawin? First, we will manipulate first our expression. Kasi, nandito nakasalalay yung natin, yung pag-simplify. So, we will transform this one. You notice negative sign. So, we can perform laws of exponents. So, the integration of, again, medyo nawawala yung ink ng ating pen. So, the integration of dz all over square root of 9 over e raised to 2z minus 1. And we can perform LCD here. So, the integration of dz all over the square root of 9 minus e raised to 2z over e raised to 2z. And take note, what is the square root of e raised to 2z? The square root of this one is the integration of dz all over square root of 9 minus e raised to 2z over e raised to z na lang po siya. And for this case, we can do reciprocal. Okay? Kasi siya, fraction yung nasa divisor natin. So, we will transform it into reciprocal. So, magiging e raised to z dz all over square root of 9 minus e raised to 2z. Then, it is easy na para ma-determine natin kung ano yung a and u. So, for this case, our a here is e raised to z. Its differential is, our u here is e raised to 2z. E raised to z rather. So, our differential is still e raised to z dz. And our a here is 3. So, we can plug in du all over square root of a squared minus u squared. Then, if we simplify that one, it will result to inverse sine. Our u is e raised to z all over 3 plus c. Okay? So, ganun lang po guys ang ating integrations yielding to inverse trigonometric functions. Kasi nakikita natin bakit yielding. Yung results natin usually is inverse trigonometric ang result. Okay, for the last example, integration of x dx all over x raised to 4 plus 3. Wow! Paano natin yun siya gagawin? So again, para mas madali, we will use u substitution. So let u is equal to x squared. Bakit x squared? Because we can easily transform this denominator into x dx all over quantity x squared plus, pwede natin siyang gawing square root of 3 squared. Kasi pag cancel, 3 pa rin yung labas. So our a here is square root of 3. So yun na po. To get its differential, du is equal to 2x dx. And walang 2 dito, so we need to divide both sides by 2. So 1/2 du is equal to x dx. Now, meron na tayong mga expressions, we can easily plug in our values. So, the integration of 1/2 du is equal to, our value of x squared is u, so u squared, plus our value of a is, our value squared of 3 is a squared. And you can see here na inverse tangent na po yung ating expression. So, labas muna natin yung 1/2, the integration of du all over the square, the square of a and square of u. Then, we have 1/2 times, what is 1 over a? 1 over square root of 3. Inverse tangent, u over a, which is x squared over square root of 3 plus c. Is this our final answer? No, because there is still an expression na merong radical expression sa ating denominator. So, we need to rationalize. So, we multiply square root of 3 to both numerator and denominator to get square root of 3 over 6 arctangent square root of 3 x squared. Nasa labas po yung square root of 3 ha. All over 3 plus c. So, this is our final answer. Or you can move the x squared here, so magiging siyang x squared square root of 3. It's still the same. This is our final answer. Okay? So, yan lang po ating examples, guys. Thank you so much for listening and learning something new, guys. And we will proceed to our surprise and practice quiz. And thank you for listening. So much, guys, for listening and watching to my videos, and do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, RG's Math and Science Workshop, and click the bell button for more notifications. And shout out nga pala kay Sir J. Magno and Sir Steve Zakal of Daniel Arginaldo National High School. They are my mentors and inspirations for this YouTube channel and videos. And thank you so much for mentoring me in my journey. Thank you so much, and God bless. And kayo, guys, don't forget to subscribe and share it to your friends, especially those who are taking the integral calculus class and preparing for their summative assessments. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day.